What if the impactful factor in healthy aging isn't a supplement or a diet, but simply how we carry our bodies? Posture is often discussed as an aesthetic concern, a matter of looking good in photographs or observing formal etiquette. In reality, physical alignment dictates the efficiency of every movement, the steadiness of our balance, and the depth of every breath. When we focus only on how posture looks, we overlook its role as the structural foundation of our lifelong independence. At 74 years old, Alina began to feel less steady while walking. Everyday tasks became more difficult. Standing up from a chair required a new level of effort. Over several years, her gaze had dropped toward the ground, and her upper back had gradually rounded. Alina viewed these changes as an expected, normal part of getting older. This common assumption mistakes reversible structural decline for the unavoidable passage of time. The physical hurdles Alina experienced are driven by specific physiological changes that occur as the body ages. This process often begins with sarcopenia, or muscle loss, which weakens the internal support system that keeps the skeleton upright. When combined with joint stiffness, osteoporosis, and long periods of sitting, this muscle weakness creates a cumulative strain on the body's alignment. This often manifests as rounded shoulders and a forward head posture, which significantly alters how the body distributes weight. This misalignment physically shifts the body's center of gravity, moving it away from the body's natural base of support. This shift creates instability, making it harder to navigate stairs and increasing the risk of falls. Beyond balance, these structural changes also impact the respiratory system. A stooped posture physically compresses the chest cavity, leaving less room for the lungs to expand to their full capacity. Because the lungs cannot expand fully, each breath becomes less efficient, which can lead to a consistent decline in daily energy levels. What many feel as the exhaustion of getting old is often the physical cost of the body fighting its own compromised mechanics. Alina's trajectory changed when she joined a community program and learned that posture can be improved regardless of age. She started with awareness, practicing simple cues like imagining a string lifting the top of her head and keeping her eyes forward while walking. She focused on strengthening the legs, her core muscles, her upper back, and her glutes, the muscle groups responsible for supporting the skeleton. Daily gentle stretching was added to her routine to address joint stiffness and regain flexibility. Finally, she prioritized movement, breaking up long periods of sitting and practicing balance exercises to improve her body awareness. These small, consistent habits allowed Alina to rebuild her physical foundation without needing intense athletic training. After several months, Alina found she could move more comfortably, and her balance was noticeably more reliable. Because she felt more stable on her feet, she navigated her neighborhood with a confidence she hadn't felt in years. Friends noticed she looked more energetic, often remarking on her healthier appearance. Most importantly, she was able to return to the hobbies and activities that required her to be active and independent. Alina's experience shows that improving posture is not about chasing youth, but about maintaining the freedom to move through the world. Good posture is about building a stable foundation for lifelong independence. Healthy aging is measured by the ability to move confidently, breathe comfortably, and live with vitality and purpose. To see the biological factors that influence our stamina as we age, watch our next episode, The Real Reason Energy Declines After 60.
Remember, life after 50 isn't about slowing down. It's about living stronger, healthier, and happier. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. This is Longevity After 50. Adding life to years, one step at a time.